We're not waiting for a Tuesday edition of Brandon's World like I usually do. You know why? Because I fucking can. Because I'm the executive host. I'm the executive producer of Brandon's World. I am your founder of Brandon's World, Brandon Lewis. And guess what? I was fucking right. All you Cody crybabies out there, KDDVDC Stewie, I think Cody Rhodes. No, I thought the final boss, and I told you the final boss no is on the plan, and I told you going into Elimination Chamber. I fucking told you so. I told you this was the story going into WrestleMania 41. I told you there was something up after John Cena said that he was going to the Elimination Chamber without having to qualify because it was best for business. I fucking told you so. And I told my partner, John Junger, over on the debate show I do, in collaboration with Voltage Live, championship rings every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Why don't we go ahead and run the clip from last week's championship rings because I fucking told you so.
I don't know what to make of this.
Oh, I know what to make of it, and I freaking love it. I love it.
I
The
personally,
final boss is back.
yeah,
And he is back to take some souls and dig some O's, the Undertaker would say.
do you think this is leading? I don't think this is leading to a match between Rock and Cody, though.
Oh, I got it all figured out. I sat there Friday night in my little brain. I didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning because my head was spinning, thinking about this, going, The Rock wants Cody Rhodes' soul. What the fuck does that mean? Then I sat there and I thought about it. And I thought about it. And I thought about all the Cody crybabies last year who said, Cody needs to finish his story. Guess what, kids? There's a man who is a 16-time world champion. His name is John Cena. And do you remember what that man said at the Royal Rumble press conference? He said he is going to the Elimination Chamber. He is winning the Elimination Chamber. He is winning the main event of WrestleMania 41 because it is best for business. Has John Cena ever said anything about something being best for business before? No. What has the storyline been in WWE since like 2017? John Cena can no longer win a big match. He hasn't won a big match in 2,000 something days. Well, you know what? Everybody's pissed off because John Cena, like myself, very pissed off that John Cena did not start off his retirement tour full time. He was not at Monday Night Raw on February 3rd in Cleveland, Ohio. He left the Royal Rumble. He's still filming a movie. He's going to the Elimination Chamber. John Cena realizes this is his last chance to win a world championship in WWE. Cody Rhodes is going to tell The Rock he is not going to sell his soul. There is somebody that's going to sell their soul, and the main event of WrestleMania 41 will feature the American Nightmare defending his championship against a heel, John Cena, with the final boss in his corner. John Cena will walk out of WrestleMania 41, your new undisputed WWE champion, and Cody Rhodes' downfall will begin. The best heel turn since Hulk Hogan became the third man at WCW Bash of the Beach 1996. Very well could be, folks. The story here is simple. John Cena has not won a one-on-one match in WWE since 2018. John Cena has heard the whispers as he's been doing this retirement tour, and then he's not been around a lot. And people like me have been saying, John, I thought you were going to be full time, right? I thought you were going to be on TV every week. Guess what, folks? This is John Cena selling out because John Cena has done everything he possibly could for this business for the past 20 years. And Bray Wyatt Rest in peace, Wyndham Rotunda, one of my favorite professional wrestlers of all time, called it out in the Firefly Funhouse match in 2020 when John Cena turned heel. That eventually, John Cena was going to get sick of being the good guy. Eventually, John Cena was going to get sick of losing. And eventually, John Cena was going to do something finally for himself. And that's what we have here. And after Cody Rhodes told The Rock to go fuck himself, John Cena leaned in for a handshake. The Rock gave him the signal like The Undertaker, and John Cena's face turned stern, and I fucking called it. This is what will sell out tickets. This is what will get WrestleMania. And we even have Travis Scott, who's doing the theme song, or Fiend for WrestleMania 41, hitting Cody Rhodes in the face. We have the ultimate corporate alliance with The Rock, John Cena, Travis Scott, three of the biggest stars, not only in the industry, but in entertainment in general, beating up on the Golden Goose, the Golden Boy, because The Rock never liked Cody Rhodes. This was all a trap, way out from the beginning. And no, I don't want to hear that old plans changed. The Rock just decided to come back. No, you don't get it. Triple H and his writing team was working all of us in the IWC. They were working everybody like myself that talks about wrestling, that reads the dirt sheets, that sees Dave Meltzer and the tool that guy fucking is. They were working all of us. This was the plan from the night the main event. Jey Uso, Yeet, won the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match. And you knew something was up, by the way, when Seth Rollins stomped CM Punk in the Elimination Chamber. And John Cena did not hesitate. He grabbed CM Punk. He put him in the STF. And CM Punk passed out. And John Cena had this vicious look on his face. At that moment, I knew I was fucking right. Again, I'll say it again. You can see this coming from a mile away. I was right. And I'm Brandon Twirl, right? I'm the final boss of Brandon's World. I'm the executive producer. I'm the founder. I'm the host of everything of Brandon's World. And as the final boss would say, you would like it. You know, for those of you that don't follow me on TikTok, you should. I'm at real_B-World. During the summer and during the fall, I've started doing these Brandon's World on the road shows. We're out and about in the community, talking about anything that's going on in the sports world. And you know what? The final boss always says, fuck that. I can do whatever I want, man. I can do a TikTok. I can do a YouTube video. I can post Brandon's World on Sunday if I want to. I can do Brandon's World every single fucking day of the week if I wanted to. Because I am that guy, right? I'm the corporate guy. I'm my own boss. And that's what The Rock and John Cena will now be doing when John Cena does become a 17-time world champion. And CM Punk once again tried to tell the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. He said, Cody Rhodes, as I thoroughly enjoy my coffee because I fucking can. He said, Cody, good friends stab you in the front. And that's exactly what the leader of the C Nation did. And this should have happened after WrestleMania 28. John Cena should have turned heel, but the founder of the WWE, if you will, and the person in charge of WWE at that time did not have the balls to do so. This administration, working the entire internet, finally had the balls to do so. This moment obviously overshadowed an Elimination Chamber that I thought, to be honest with you, started off kind of slow. We had Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins renew their WrestleMania 40 rivalry to start. It was a very physical encounter. Out next to them came Damian Priest, and we had basically Money in the Bank in Toronto at the Scotiabank Arena all over again in a triple threat match. Then we had Logan Paul come out bringing out the American flag. We know the tensions Canada has right now with America. Again, great heel move by Logan Paul. I would have loved to see him use the flag or do something with it in the Elimination Chamber. That would have been some sight to see. Then John Cena came out at number 5, and that's when things really started happening because Drew McIntyre was so obsessed with John Cena that he gave John Cena a Claymore kick. Obviously, after Cena cleared out the entire field, a Rollins, a Priest, a Punk with the shoulder tackles, and the AA. But then Damian Priest was able to roll Drew McIntyre 1, 2, 3. Then immediately followed by McIntyre taking out Damian Priest with a Claymore kick. Logan Paul delivering a frog splash from the top of the pod, opening Damian Priest. And then we were down to 4. And following a go to sleep by CM Punk, we were down to 3. Punk, Cena, and Rollins. Men that, according to Michael Cole, had 26 total world championships between them. All 3 certified Hall of Famers. Seth Rollins sent John Cena into the 1-cent pod, but he did not take advantage. He did not go for the cover right away. For the record, WWE does need to fix the fact that the Elimination Chamber, in my opinion, should be falls count anywhere. You should be able to pin somebody on the outside. I don't know why they changed that rule about 15 years ago, but they should bring it back. But in the end, after a go to sleep from CM Punk and an AA from John Cena, we were down to 2. And CM Punk, John Cena renewing their 2011 rivalry all over again. It was a callback to my childhood. Booyah, constant go to sleep attempts, constant STFs, constant AA attempts. CM Punk and John Cena were turning back the clock. Go to sleep here, AA here. Both men kick out. But in the end, with Cena trying to deliver a STF to CM Punk. As I mentioned, CM Punk makes his way to the ropes, standing on the outside, and Seth Rollins is hatred for CM Punk. He cannot let go. He even told John Cena in the Elimination Chamber that CM Punk is and to leave him alone, as we got a renewed rivalry between Cena and Seth Rollins from 2015. But in the end of the day, the curb stopped to Punk. As I mentioned, Cena immediately walks in the STF. CM Punk does not tap out. He passes out. John Cena wins, and we move immediately into the main event, which I absolutely love that call. And again, the report coming out earlier in the day was that Cena and crew were going to main event, and The Rock and Cody Rhodes were going to be third, and they were going to be followed by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who had an incredible unsanctioned match. And again, Triple H and the WWE administration were working all of us. They worked you, they worked me, they worked everybody in the WIC about what the fuck was going to happen because they put out the rumor that Drew McIntyre was going to win on purpose to get people to watch this show. And nobody, according to Triple H in his press conference, he and obviously Cena, Rock, Cody, and Travis Scott were the only people in the building that knew what the fuck was going down. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn threw garbage cans at each other. They threw garbage lids at each other. They brought out in the arena. They put each other through glass tables. They put each other through barbed wire chairs. And my favorite part, to be honest with you, about this whole match was the fact that Rod Zapata was not dressed in his normal referee outfit, and they made a big deal about it. And Rod Zapata took a Haluva kick from Sami Zayn after Kevin Owens pulled him into it. But the fact that he was not in his normal officiating gear because this was an unsanctioned match, right? WWE was not liable for anything Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn did to each other, and these men brawled all over the Rogers Center. As I mentioned, then Kevin Owens delivers a stunner. Charles Robinson runs down to the ring. He was not fast enough. Sami Zayn kicks out, and guess what? Kevin Owens then takes out Charles Robinson, and then we had a brawl was really on. We had a moment where Sami Zayn flipped through 2 tables. As I already mentioned, Sami Zayn using the barbed wire on Kevin Owens, not only with the shots to the back, but a vicious Blue Thunder Bomb that Kevin Owens still kicked out of the hatred that these men had for each other. And the story this whole time was the callback to Kevin Owens is package pile driver to Sami Zayn that injured his neck on the Raw after the Royal Rumble, which I was there in Cleveland, Ohio, at what is now known as Rocket Arena. And obviously, the power bombs on the apron by Kevin Owens, the first one, and Sami Zayn still kicked out. And then it took another one after, for whatever reason, security and crew tried to stop Kevin Owens. That I did not understand because, again, it's an unsanctioned match. WWE is not liable for anything these two men did. Alicia Taylor made it very clear in the rules. There are no rules. There are no stoppage. The official was only there to count the pin or rule of submission. It's the only gripe I have about the entire match. Besides that, these two people have known each other for over 2 decades. They are the best of friends. They are the worst of enemies. And Kevin Owens is delusion as he tried to once again take out Sami Zayn after the matchup when Sami Zayn was getting stretchered out of the arena. I hear voices in my head. And the Viper, the Apex Predator, came down. And while they did a couple fist throws, Kevin Owens was able to escape. Randy Orton then RKO'd Kevin Owens and a bunch of security people. We are going to get the match that we were supposed to be on the card but never happened because of a brawl at Crown Jewel 6 months ago. Again, the storytelling here. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens taking out Randy Orton with that package power driver. Randy Orton telling Kevin Owens, you try to break my fucking neck. And now we have RKO versus KO at WrestleMania 41 and one of the most personal feuds to take place on the card. Okay, let's be honest. Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus, they defeated Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. That match was just a bad song on a great album. It was just there. Even the clunky ending was weird. Where like Candice sort of went over the top rope and Nia was already laid out. There was no tag. There was no nothing. It felt sort of off as Tiffany Stratton hit the prettiest moonsault ever. Tiffany and Trish Stratus celebrate. There was no interaction with Charlotte Flair at all. As now we head to Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, the two beautiful blondes going at it at WrestleMania 41 for the SmackDown Women's Championship, if you will, the WWE Women's Championship. And the Women's Elimination Chamber started off with Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Bayley, and Bianca Belair in pods. And I wanted to note that specifically because Naomi and Liv Morgan were the first two in this matchup. And before the match even got underway, barely, Jade Cargill's music hit. A storm was coming. And she went immediately after Naomi. And she beat the living fuck out of Naomi. Drove her head for the door of the Elimination Chamber, taking Naomi out of it. Bianca Belair was an emotional mess in the corner. But she came out at number 3. And she started throwing hands with Liv Morgan. She ended up eventually, when Roxanne Perez and Bayley got in the match, she ended up whipping Liv Morgan at top of the Elimination Chamber pod with her braid. You could see Liv Morgan's skin piercing through. I thought everybody really got their spots in this match. It wasn't a crazy Elimination Chamber match by any means. Roxanne Perez was able to eliminate Bayley with the Pop Rocks. Alexa Bliss was able to eliminate Roxanne Perez with Twisted Bliss. You had Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and Bianca Belair then trying to fight in there for the final 3. You had Alexa Bliss deliver a Sister Abigail DDT to Bianca Belair, but then Liv Morgan able to use the braid of Bianca Belair as leverage to roll up Liv Morgan for the 1-2-3. And finally, after multiple Oblivion attempts in the KODs, Bianca Belair was able to hit the KOD, win the number 1 contendership, stare down with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley is a WrestleMania caliber match. But I said, and this was one thing where I did get wrong going into this show. I know everything was out there, and I know a lot of people did predict Bianca Belair to win this match. But I still don't get it. To me, Bianca Belair should be revealed as part of the duo that attacked Jade Cargill. How did Naomi attack Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair did not know about it? I don't understand that portion at all. And now, seemingly, Bianca Belair, who's a SmackDown superstar, is going to move over to Raw to take on Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship of WrestleMania 41, while Jade Cargill, and Naomi feud over on SmackDown. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. The only way it makes sense, and WWE can still go this route, is Bianca Belair defeats Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship of WrestleMania 41. And eventually down the pipeline here, let's say Jade Cargill, at next year's Royal Rumble, the 2026 Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, let's say Jade Cargill is the winner of the Royal Rumble. Which, by the way, speaking of Saudi Arabia, I like the earlier start times. Live Golf is over there. Other sports are now in Saudi Arabia. UFC's doing shit in Saudi Arabia. I understand some of you don't like it, but you know what? Deal with it, because WWE's biggest 4 events of the year is coming there, and you will watch it, whether you say you will or not. I know you will. But at the end of the day, this is sort of my vision, where Bianca Belair is the Women's World Champion going into next year's Royal Rumble. Jade Cargill wins the Women's Royal Rumble, and Jade Cargill picks Bianca Belair, and it is eventually revealed that Naomi and Bianca were the ones to attack Jade Cargill the year prior. Bianca Belair fully turns heel, and that's how we get potentially a WrestleMania 42 main event between Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Other than that, unless Bianca Belair is somehow involved in the attack and it's revealed after WrestleMania or whatever they want to do, like, I think Bianca Belair, for her to just drop Jade Cargill randomly and forget about her and go after the Women's World Championship, to me, absolutely makes no sense. When, in my opinion, the story to write here is that Bianca Belair was the EST in WWE for a long time. She's one of the most popular women outside of the big 4 horsewoman WWE as in forever. And Jade Cargill came in that tag team where her and Bianca were the women's tag team champions. And Jade Cargill stole her spotlight, and Bianca Belair is pissed off about it. That's the story I would have told. Regardless, all-time night at WWE Elimination Chamber 2025. And by the way, folks, there are questions still that need to be answered. John Cena is going off to Africa to film a movie because he does not give a fuck about you, and he deserves to go to Africa to film a movie. But we still have the undisputed tribal chief, Roman Reigns. We still have the favor that Paul Heyman owes the Second City Saint. We still have questions coming out of this Elimination Chamber event last night. By the way, for the record, I propose we do Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins to main event Night 1 of WrestleMania 41 in Vegas. Everybody gets their main event spot. Jey Uso and Gunther can open the show with Las Vegas yeeting like fucking crazy. But there's a stipulation on this. The winner of Rollins, Punk, Roman gets added to the main event of WrestleMania 41. It becomes a triple threat match. And Paul Heyman uses the favor he owes CM Punk to stab Roman Reigns in the back. CM Punk becomes the number 1 contender. CM Punk pins Cody Rhodes to win the Undisputed Championship. John Cena then is pissed off that obviously he did not get involved in the decision, and we have babyface CM Punk as champion versus heel John Cena down the line. As Cody Rhodes then goes into a slow heel turn by Cody Rhodes, the way Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre turned heel over the fact that Cody Rhodes was obsessed with the Undisputed Championship, and now he has no friends, no nothing once he loses that championship. You can always have Roman Reigns come back and assist Cody Rhodes against The Rock and John Cena. That would be pretty badass too, to set up Roman Reigns versus the final boss down the line. But folks, this has been Brandon's Word on a Sunday, recapping the Elimination Chamber because I fucking can. Like that clip from the Brandon's Word podcast? If so, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, make sure to also hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. And make sure you check out all the other clips from the Brandon's Word podcast right here on YouTube.